It means that within your breath lies the creative power of the Almighty, the same power that spoke worlds into existence, the same power that transforms the invisible into the visible, the imagined into the real. When you truly understand what I am about to share with you, you will never again take a breath without recognizing it as an act of creation. You will never again inhale without knowing that you are drawing into yourself the very essence of infinite possibility. You will never again exhale without understanding that you are releasing into the universe your deepest desires, your most cherished dreams, your most sacred imaginings. The technique I am about to reveal to you has been hidden in plain sight for centuries. The mystics knew it, the ancient sages understood it, but it has been clothed in such elaborate symbolism and complex metaphor that modern man has lost sight of its breathtaking simplicity. Tonight, I strip away all the veils, all the complications, all the unnecessary embellishments, and give you the pure, distilled essence of conscious creation through the sacred act of breathing. Listen carefully, for what I am about to tell you will change everything. Your breath is the carrier wave of consciousness. It is the vehicle upon which your thoughts, your feelings, your assumptions travel from the realm of imagination into the realm of manifestation. When you breathe consciously with purpose, with absolute faith in the creative power that flows through you, you become a conscious collaborator with the divine creative process. But here's where most people fail. They breathe unconsciously, mechanically, without any awareness of the tremendous creative opportunity that each breath represents. They inhale worry, they exhale doubt. They breathe in limitation, they breathe out more limitation. They use this sacred creative tool to perpetuate the very conditions they claim to want to change. This is why their lives remain unchanged, why their circumstances persist, why their dreams remain forever on the horizon of someday. The universe is not withholding anything from you. The universe is not conspiring against you. The universe is not indifferent to your desires. The universe is responding moment by moment, breath by breath, to the creative instructions you are giving it through your conscious and unconscious use of this divine creative tool. Every breath you take is a prayer, whether you realize it or not. Every inhalation is a request. Every exhalation is a command to the creative forces of existence. Now let me teach you how to breathe like a conscious creator, how to transform these 60 seconds into a portal through which your desires move from the invisible realm of imagination into the visible realm of experience. This is not mere visualization. This is not positive thinking. This is not wishful hoping. This is the conscious direction of the creative power that flows through your breath into specific channels of manifestation. First, you must understand that when you breathe with conscious intention, you are not trying to get something from the universe. You are not begging, pleading, or attempting to convince some external deity to grant your wishes. You are recognizing that you already are what you desire to be. You already have what you desire to have. You are already experiencing what you desire to experience. The breath becomes the means by which you accept this truth, by which you appropriate this reality, by which you claim your birthright as a conscious creator. Begin by finding a moment of stillness. This need not be elaborate meditation or complex ritual. Simply pause wherever you are, whatever you are doing, and turn your attention inward. Feel the breath as it naturally flows in and out of your body. Notice that you do not have to think about breathing for it to happen. This automatic, unconscious process has been sustaining your life since the moment you were born. But now you are going to transform this unconscious process into a conscious act of creation. As you prepare to take your first conscious creative breath, bring to mind what it is you desire to experience. Not what you want, not what you hope for, not what you wish might happen someday, but what you desire to experience as though it were already your present reality. See it clearly in your imagination. Feel what it would feel like to be living that reality now. Hear what you would hear if that were your current experience. This is not fantasy. This is not daydreaming. This is the conscious construction of your new reality in the workshop of imagination. Now, as you begin to inhale slowly and deliberately, imagine that you are breathing in the very essence of this desired reality. You are not breathing in air, you are breathing in fulfillment. You are not drawing oxygen into your lungs, you are drawing your dreams into your being. Feel this desired reality flowing into every cell of your body, filling every space within you, becoming part of your very substance. This inhalation is not just filling your lungs, it is filling your entire being with the vibration, the feeling, the absolute certainty of your wish fulfilled. Hold this breath, not with strain or effort, but with the reverent recognition that you are holding within yourself the seed of your new reality. In this moment of held breath, you are incubating your desire. You are allowing it to take root in the fertile soil of your consciousness. You are not forcing anything. You are not struggling to make something happen. You are simply allowing what you have breathed in to permeate every aspect of your being. Now, as you begin to exhale, you are not releasing your desire into the universe hoping it will be granted. You are exhaling with the absolute knowledge that what you have breathed in has been accepted, has been received, has been set in motion by the creative forces that govern all manifestation. This exhalation is your thank you to the universe, your acknowledgement that your prayer has been heard, your recognition that the creative process is already underway. But here is the secret that transforms this from mere breathing exercise into actual creation. As you exhale, you must exhale all doubt, all questioning, all wondering whether this will work. You must breathe out every trace of the old reality that contradicts your new assumption. You must release every belief that suggests you are anything other than what you have just claimed to be through your conscious breath. This exhalation is a cleansing, a purification, a complete letting go of everything that is not in harmony with your new reality. Continue this conscious breathing, this divine rhythm of accepting and releasing, of claiming and cleansing, of breathing in your desires and breathing out your doubts. With each inhalation, you are becoming more of what you desire to be. With each exhalation, you are becoming less of what you no longer choose to be. You are literally transforming your consciousness, and as your consciousness transforms, your world must transform to match it. Feel how different this conscious breathing is from the unconscious breathing you have been doing all your life. Feel how each breath carries intention, carries power, carries the creative force that shapes worlds. You are not just oxygen and carbon dioxide, you are spirit and matter working together in conscious collaboration. You are not just a physical body breathing air. You are a conscious creator breathing life into your desires. As you continue this sacred breathing, notice that something shifts within you. The desire you began with no longer feels like something you want. It feels like something you are. It no longer feels distant and separate from you. It feels intimate and immediate. This is because through your conscious breathing, you have closed the gap between imagination and reality, between desire and fulfillment, between what you dream and what you live. This shift in feeling is everything. This is the pearl of great price that the scriptures speak of. This is the kingdom of heaven that is within you. This is the secret of conscious creation that the mystics have pointed toward throughout history. When you can breathe in such a way that your desires feel fulfilled, when you can exhale in such a way that all contradiction dissolves, you have mastered the art of creation itself. But you must understand that this conscious breathing is not something you do once and then forget. This becomes a way of life, a constant practice, a continuous communion with the creative forces of existence. Every time you remember to breathe consciously, you are strengthening your ability to create deliberately. Every conscious breath is a vote for the reality you choose to experience. Every intentional elation and exhalation is a prayer made manifest. The reason this works so powerfully is that breath is the bridge between the conscious and the unconscious mind. When you breathe with conscious intention, you are programming your unconscious mind with new instructions, new beliefs, new assumptions about what is possible for you. Your unconscious mind does not argue with what you consistently breathe into it. It simply accepts these new instructions and begins to reorganize your entire life to match them. Your unconscious mind controls the vast majority of your experience. It governs your habitual thoughts, your emotional responses, your automatic behaviors, your fundamental beliefs about yourself and your world. When you consciously direct your breath to carry new information to your unconscious mind, you are literally reprogramming the operating system of your life. You are installing new software that will run automatically, creating new experiences without your conscious effort. This is why 60 seconds of conscious breathing can change everything. In 60 seconds, you can plant seeds in your unconscious mind that will grow and flourish and manifest as changed circumstances in your external world. In 60 seconds, you can shift from the consciousness of lack to the consciousness of abundance, from the consciousness of limitation to the consciousness of infinite possibility, from the consciousness of separation to the consciousness of unity with all that you desire. But you must breathe with absolute conviction. You must breathe with complete faith. You must breathe with unwavering certainty that what you are doing is real, is powerful, is effective. Doubt is the only thing that can interfere with this process. Questioning is the only obstacle to your manifestation. When you breathe consciously, you must breathe as one who knows, not as one who hopes. You must breathe as one who has received, not as one who is asking. You must breathe as one who is already living the desirety you desire, not as one who is trying to create it. This requires a fundamental shift in your understanding of how creation works. Most people believe that they must change their external circumstances in order to change how they feel. They believe that they must acquire what they want before they can feel fulfilled. They believe that the outer world must change before their inner world can change. This is exactly backwards. Creation works from the inside out, not from the outside in. When you breathe consciously, you are changing your inner world first. You are creating the feeling of your wish fulfilled before you see any evidence of it in your external circumstances. You are generating the state of consciousness that corresponds to your desired reality, and then allowing that consciousness to externalize itself as changed conditions in your world. This is why faith is so crucial to this process. Faith is not belief in something you cannot see. Faith is the recognition that what you can see in imagination is already real, already complete, already yours. When you breathe with faith, you are breathing with the absolute certainty that imagination is reality, that consciousness is the only reality, that what you can conceive and believe you can and must achieve. Every great creator throughout history has understood this principle, whether they call it prayer, meditation, visualization, or simply concentrated thought. They understood that there is a creative power within human consciousness that when properly directed can transform any condition, manifest any desire, create any experience. The breath has always been recognized as the vehicle for accessing and directing this power. In the ancient traditions, breath was considered sacred because it was understood to be the carrier of life force, of divine energy, of creative power. When you breathe consciously, you are tapping into the same force that creates galaxies, that causes flowers to bloom, that orchestrates the magnificent dance of existence itself. You are not using some minor technique or peripheral practice. You are engaging with the fundamental creative principle of the universe. As you practice this conscious breathing, you will begin to notice changes in your life that seem to have nothing to do with your breathing practice. Opportunities will appear that perfectly match your desires. People will enter your life who can help you achieve your goals. Resources will become available that you never expected. Circumstances will align themselves in ways that support your new reality. This is not coincidence. This is the universe responding to the creative instructions you have been giving it through your conscious breath. The key is to never try to figure out how your desires will manifest. Your job is not to create the pathway. Your job is to create the consciousness. Your job is not to manipulate circumstances. Your job is to transform your inner state. Your job is not to force outcomes. Your job is to breathe with such absolute conviction that your unconscious mind accepts your new reality as fact and begins to express it automatically. When you understand this correctly, you realize that you are never trying to get anything from the universe. You are always expressing what you already are in consciousness. The universe is not separate from you, withholding your good until you perform the right rituals or say the right words. The universe is you pushed out, expressing in external form what you are carrying in consciousness. This is why this breathing technique is so immediately effective. You are not asking the universe to give you something. You are claiming what is already yours. You are not trying to become something different. You are recognizing what you already are. You are not attempting to create a new reality. You are accepting the reality that already exists in imagination and allowing it to externalize itself through the natural creative process. Each conscious breath is a declaration of your divine nature. Each intentional inhalation is an affirmation of your creative power. Each purposeful exhalation is a demonstration of your absolute faith in the invisible forces that govern all manifestation. You are not merely breathing air, you are breathing life into your dreams, consciousness into your desires, reality into your imagination. As you continue this practice, you will discover that conscious breathing becomes effortless, natural, automatic. You will find yourself breathing with intention throughout the day, not as a task or discipline, but as a spontaneous expression of your understanding of who you are and how creation works. You will breathe consciously because you cannot help but breathe consciously once you truly understand what breath is and what it can do. This transformation of your breathing transforms everything else in your life. When you breathe like a conscious creator, you begin to think like a conscious creator, to feel like a conscious creator, to act like a conscious creator. Your entire relationship with yourself and your world shifts from powerlessness to empowerment, from victimhood to sovereignty, from limitation to infinite possibility. The 60 seconds I spoke of at the beginning is not a limitation, it is an invitation. In just 60 seconds of conscious breathing, you can plant seeds that will transform your entire life. But these 60 seconds can extend into minutes, these minutes into hours, these hours into a lifetime of conscious creation. Once you taste the power of breathing with intention, you will never want to breathe unconsciously again. Remember that every breath you have ever taken has been creative, whether you realize it or not. The only difference is that now you are going to breathe consciously instead of unconsciously, deliberately instead of automatically, with faith instead of with doubt. You are going to use the same creative power that has been operating through you all along. But now you are going to direct it toward the experiences you actually want to create. This is not about adding something new to your life. It is about recognizing what has always been there. This is not about developing a new ability. It is about awakening to the ability you already possess. This is not about learning a complex technique. It is about returning to the simple truth of who you are and how you create your experience of reality. The universe has been waiting for you to wake up to this truth, to recognize your creative power, to claim your birthright as a conscious creator. Every desire you have ever felt has been the universe calling you to expand, to grow, to become more of who you really are. Every dream you have ever dreamed has been an invitation to exercise your creative abilities. Every goal you have ever set has been an opportunity to demonstrate your divine nature. Now, through conscious breathing, you have the key to unlock all of this potential. You have the tool that can transform any condition, manifest any desire, create any experience. You no longer need to wait for external circumstances to change. You no longer need to depend on other people to give you what you want. You no longer need to hope that someday things will be different. Through the simple act of breathing consciously for 60 seconds, you can shift from the consciousness of what you do not want to the consciousness of what you do want. You can move from the state of lacking your desire to the state of having your desire. You can transform from someone who hopes and wishes to someone who knows and claims. This is your moment of awakening, your moment of empowerment, your moment of recognition. This is when you stop being a victim of circumstances and become a creator of circumstances. This is when you stop waiting for your good to come to you and start breathing it into manifestation. This is when you stop believing in limitation and start experiencing the unlimited nature of your own consciousness. Take a deep breath now, not just with your lungs, but with your entire being. Feel yourself drawing in the very essence of your desires. Feel yourself becoming what you have always wanted to be. Feel the old reality dissolving with each exhale and the new reality crystallizing with each inhale. This is not imagination, this is creation. This is not visualization, this is realization. This is not hoping, this is knowing. The universe is ready to deliver everything you have ever desired. It has been ready since the moment you first formed these desires in your heart. The only thing that has ever stood between you and your dreams has been your own limited breathing, your unconscious use of this creative power. But no more. From this moment forward, you breathe like the conscious creator you are. From this moment forward, every breath is a prayer. Every inhalation is an acceptance. Every exhalation is a thanksgiving. Watch now as the universe begins to rearrange itself to match your new consciousness. Watch as opportunities unfold, as circumstances shift, as your dreams begin to take form in your physical reality. Watch and remember that none of this is happening to you or for you. It is all happening through you, by you, as you. You are not the recipient of blessings, you are the creator of blessings. You are not the beneficiary of miracles, you are the source of miracles. Breathe, my friend, breathe with full knowledge of who you are and what you can do. Breathe with the complete certainty that your desires are not separate from you, but are the very essence of your expanding consciousness. Breathe with the absolute faith that what you can conceive, believe, and breathe into reality must and will manifest as your living experience. The 60 seconds begins now. The universe is listening. Your unconscious mind is ready to receive its new instructions. Your desires are prepared to move from imagination into manifestation. All of creation is standing by, waiting for you to claim your birthright through the sacred act of conscious breathing. Breathe and watch the universe deliver there. Breathe and witness the power that has always been yours. Breathe and know that you are exactly who you have always known yourself to be, a conscious creator, breathing life into dreams, breathing reality into imagination, breathing love into existence itself.